My name is K.D. Mason, and I write the Jack Beale Mystery Series. These are all locally set mysteries in the New Hampshire seacoast.
Very good.
Each of the stories begins and ends in the fictionalized town of Rye Harbor, New Hampshire. And the same core group of characters, Jack Beale and his friends, carry through all the stories. So it has become a series. However, having said that, they're also written to stand alone, so you can start mid-series and have yourself a really fun read.
And how long have you been doing this now?
The first book, Harbor Ice, came out in 2009. It was published in 2009. And I'm currently working on number 13.
And you always have it at the same location, is that right?
Well, the town of Rye Harbor, my fictionalized town, is where my characters live.
Yeah.
Some of the books travel out of the area. For example, the second book, Changing Tides, maybe half of the book is on a sailboat in Belize, because that's where the story went, but they return home. California Reckoning, 3 of my female characters were sent to Southern California on a little girl's vacation. And as I'm sure you can imagine, nothing good came of that.
Of course, that's the way it goes, right?
You know, these things happen, but they did come home.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on publishing books? It must be pretty easy for you nowadays. But at the beginning, was it hard?
Well, it was not as easy as it is today.
Yeah.
My first 2 books I published with the help of a small press publisher. Short version of the way it worked back then was I paid them a whole lot of cash. They took the manuscript, turned it into a book, and I would get 1,000 copies of that book.
Yeah.
If I'm successful selling those 1,000 copies, I would recoup my investment.
Right.
So I learned how to sell books very quickly. And I did the same thing. I rolled it over, did the same thing for the second book. Unfortunately, on the third book, different circumstances, they dropped the ball on me, and that's when I went to publishing myself.
Yeah, right.
And since then, I have been self-publishing, independently publishing the books. Now, that doesn't mean that I do all the work myself. I still have a very talented copy editor that I hire. I still have a cover designer, an interior layout person that I hire. So I have a team, proofreaders that I pay for doing that. So I have this team that helps turn it into a book. So it's not cost free.
Right.
I guess is what I'm trying to say, but it's not the same as the
But
way
you have more control over it.
I
That's
have complete
because-
control
right,
over
right.
it. Yes, yeah. It will happen as quickly or as slowly as I let it happen.
So you're happy to do it that way. And you do it at your home, basically? Probably?
I write at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Now, do you take on any other authors or just yours?
No, it's just me. This is what I'm doing and
Very good.
trying to make it work.
Very good. And what's the latest book again?
The latest book is Cruelty Exposed.
Okay. Contact information?
Yeah, the simplest thing is to contact me through my website, www.kdmason.com, or my email is kd@kdmason.com.
That sounds great. And these are out in bookstores locally?
They are in a number of local bookstores as well as gift shops, and I always encourage people, if they wish to get signed copies, to just order directly from me on my website. 3 reasons. 1, you'll always get a signed copy. 2, I do not charge for shipping. And 3, Every book that I sell, either at a live event like today or through my website, I donate $1 of that sale to the World Central Kitchen.
Excellent, excellent. That's great.
So it's a trifecta of goodness.
Excellent. Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much. We're glad you came by today.